Hold on. Will the Niners be aggressive in free agency? And my answer to that is yes. I do believe that they will. Um, Now, I don't think they're going to be aggressive to a point of I don't know if they go out and get any of like the top upper echelon free agents, right? But I do think that they have to at least go get there's a few positions that I think they're going to really try to address. I don't think they invest much in free agency on the offensive side of the ball just because if you look at this free agency, right? I'm trying to look here. If you look at the overall free agency, I'm scrolling. Where did I see it? The overall list of free agents. Where did I have that site? Hold on. Well, the list of free agents here, um, I'm trying to find the site. Oh, here we go. Here we go. If you look at the list of free agents, sorry guys. If you look at the list of free agents, a lot of the top free agents in this year are actually on the defensive side of the ball. There are some good offensive free agents, but a lot of the good free agents, like there's a ton of good defensive free agents out this year. So, with that being said, I think a lot of us maybe want to get an offensive guy in free agency, but I don't think that we end up will. I think we're going to invest in free agency, especially on the defensive side of the ball, in a few positions. One of them being the cornerback position. Um, Kendall Fuller from the Washington Commanders looks like a very interesting prospect. You look at his coverage grades, he's better than Ambry Thomas. He would make a lot of sense, Kendall Fuller, and he's a young dude. I don't know. I mean, he probably goes for like 13, 14 million. So he'd be your biggest free agent signing. But Kendall Fuller definitely is one where I'm like, the Niners might not get a cornerback high up in the draft this year. They might not. So why not go and get Kendall Fuller, who is a solid cornerback and a lot better than Ambry Thomas. Another guy, Robert Hunt, guard, Robert Hunt from the Miami Dolphins is hitting free agency. And he's a right guard. A huge need for us is at right guard. To me, the Dolphins run a very similar scheme to the 49ers. He's good in pass protection. He's one of the top, or if not the top guard in this year's free agency. So that would be a huge one. And then we've all been looking. This is kind of a sleeper guy, but we've all been looking for defensive ends to replace Chase Young. I don't think we're bringing him back, and we need a defensive end. My solution here is getting Leonard Floyd. Now, hear me out, because Leonard Floyd is actually interesting. He is, I believe, 30 or 31 years old, and he's obviously looking to, since he is up there in age, he's going to be looking to land with a contender. The Niners are a contender. He's led the Bills in sacks with 10.5. He led the Bills in sacks with 10.5 last year. And he also has not missed a game due to injury the last 4 seasons. So not only is he a healthy guy that is probably going to be pretty reliable for you, he also is a guy where Leonard Floyd, I think, is an upgrade over Chase Young. And since he is 31, he's looking to play for a contender. Why wouldn't you bring him in? I mean, I don't know how much, he's worth, but it can't be very much because he's an older player. But at the same time, it's like he's in their mid 30s. He's in his mid 30s and he hasn't missed a game. He's an older dude that you can pair next to Nick Bosa, and he's a guy who can win one-on-one. So Leonard Floyd I think it makes the most sense. I know that a lot of us maybe don't want us to see invest first thing on the defensive line, but I think this is a guy where you might not have to spend like a ton of money for, but he also just makes so much sense. So Leonard Floyd is probably my top guy that the Niners should go after this year in free agency. Again, we have 800,000 in cap space. Now, I do expect the Niners to restructure a few contracts, clear up a little bit of space. So, again, we're not going to make too many splashy moves, but